14 ounces of Lego minifigure fun for you guys. Paid up a little bit on this one. I think it was $190, which based on the weight should come to about 2.25 per pound. I'm sorry, 2.25 per fig. Something like that. Oh man, I hope we find some good stuff because that's a pretty big number. Welcome everybody. My name is Aaron. I am the Brick Scavenger. It's mail time again. I'm excited. Hopefully we find some good stuff for you guys today. If you see some stuff you like, two different places you can find it. One of them is in my Bricklink Store, parts and pieces of figs. Like this, for example, that is Sheldon Cooper's torso, which appears to be in good shape, so that's awesome, but that is not the rest of Sheldon Cooper. So if your Sheldon is either missing the torso or has a crack, come to my Bricklink Store. Maybe you'll be able to hook yourself up with something like that. The other place that I sell is on Whatnot, where I host Lego minifigure auctions. On first glance, that appears to be a pretty good Boba Fett right there. So something like that, full figs, those would be on Whatnot. It's a wonderful community of people. You really should check it out. Oh, look at this. Let's go. Let's find some treasures and find a way to justify paying $190 for this. Finding these parts of Grievous, that is a sweet deal right there. That is missing 2 arms, of course. But again, maybe the rest of them is in here, like this right here. Let's go. Ask and you shall receive. As long as it'll stay on there. These clips break like crazy. Let's go. We've got a full Grievous. We are going to get him some lightsabers, and that will be on sale on Whatnot in the very near future. Sweet right there. That goes a long way towards hooking us up with our $190 fee that we paid on this lot. Here's a Stephen Strange handheld piece. There's some Star Wars. There's a Luke, maybe Dagobah Luke, is that right? Oh, those are the ballerina legs. I thought they were plain white. They're not. That's the yellow markings clone right there. That's a nice fig as well. There is the wide ears cowl blue, dark blue Batman. That's a nice little piece right there for sure. Not cheap to be putting together those Batmans that have the wide ears cowl. Let's see, we've got what appears to be a Marge Simpson. Is that a Marge Simpson cape? I think so. Here is, ooh, is this Veers? I always get these confused, but I think this is Veers right here. Ooh, I think that's a pretty good fig. I think his helmet is pretty expensive, so hopefully we'll locate that before too long in this lot. That would be great. But we'll see. We've got just little heads. You know, some of these heads can be expensive, couple bucks. Star Wars helmets, Stormtrooper helmets. Always happy to find helmets for sure. That is a very beat-up Marion head from Indiana Jones. Here's dark red cape. Cape's always nice to find. That appears to be the Marge Simpson. Is that Marge Simpson? I think that's Marge Simpson's torso. There's Lisa Simpson's torso. There's some Ninjago. This is feeling like a lot of parts and pieces in here, huh? Hey, look at that. There's Leonard. Leonard Hofstetter. Wow. Maybe we've got the whole Big Bang cast in here, or at least part of it. I'll take any part of it we can get. There is that's a CMF, and it's a fairly expensive CMF too. I've forgotten what series, maybe 9. It's like the Hollywood Scarlet or something like that. That is either Monster Fighters. I think it's Monster Fighters, the vampire wife or something like that. Let's see, man, this is good so far. I'm excited. These guys are always fun to get. This is a mixed match of, I think that's either Patty or Selma from Simpsons. That may be Martin Prince. I can't remember for sure. Some city stuff here. Here is this the Roman? I think it's a Roman. Spartan? Roman? I think it's Roman. Anyway, that's a pretty good CMF right there. So glad to find that one. Silly as it sounds. That, I think, is the Sea Captain's seagull from one of the CMF series. Can't remember which. That's a pretty expensive seagull right there. So not going to complain about that. What do we got here? Oh my gosh, look at this. That's a good fig right there. And this is wrong. You guys know what that is? Does anybody know? Look at that. I don't even know if I have this. That one may be headed to my wall. I hope we find the head in here. That one may be headed to my wall. I hope we find the head in here. That is Chief Wiggum from The Simpsons, but it is not the series one. That's the Jelly Donut one. Stick around for the end of this video, and we're going to go find out if we actually have that fig. Oh, I hope the head is in here. That is not correct. That's Lord Business's hair, but I'm trying to remember what that... Is that like a Shakespeare head? I can't remember what that is. But here is the Series 15 Queen. And as I look at it, here what I think is the Series 13 King. Those figs have dropped significantly in price, but they are still really good pieces. This is Barbossa's head right here. Man, we're finding some good stuff in here. Parts and pieces will add up in a hurry. Here's a hippie. Here is something from SpongeBob. This, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the Lord of the Rings mermaids. Those are expensive little boogers. So that Lord of the Rings mermaid, I don't think that's the Ocean King. I think that's that. No, I'm sorry, not Lord of the Rings. Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean. And that is Lord of the Rings, for sure. That, I'm not sure. Maybe a Simpsons thing. Now I'm on the lookout for the Chief Wiggum head. Speaking of being on the lookout for good stuff, look at this. That shield is a very good shield, if I'm remembering right. I can never remember if that's the Forest Maiden or something else, but that is a very good fig right there. This is this what I think it is? This, I believe, is one of the oldest stormtroopers. Those weird printed legs. I think that's one of the oldest stormtroopers, but maybe my memory's bad. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up after the show. All sorts of fun stuff here. We've got clone heads. Let's see, what else do we have here? That is some kind of Lego employee with, I don't know, some head that might be expensive. I don't know. I've had a lot of people asking me recently if I have any lots of skirts and dresses. Well, guess what? Now we do. Look at all of them. We've already got 4. Check that 5. Although this one is the Forest Maiden. Oh, baby. That's like a $40 minifigure if we've got the whole thing there. Let's go. There's a cute little ice skater. We've got a pie. That, I think, is that the hair for the queen? I think that's the Series 15 Queen hair. So we're on our way. I don't think we're going to have the capes in here. That's always tough to find. Here are Lord of the Rings, I don't know, trolls, goblins, bad guys, zombies. I don't know. I don't do Lord of the Rings. But there you go. So there's that. Ooh, let's go. Old school. How about an old school rebel? I had somebody asking me on Whatnot the other day. Do you have any rebels? Guess what? Yes, now I do. We've got Hera, although we're going to need her hairpiece, which is really hard to find. So hopefully we'll find that as well. Ooh, yowza. Is that the good castle? Man, we are hooking it up on this lot. Let's go. Jeez, oh, Pete's. Here's another Lord of the Rings. I think this is mixed and matched. I don't know the names of the various dwarves, but I don't think that's right. So, but I'm not complaining because Lord of the Rings figs, parts, and pieces are always good to find. Okay, we're just going to move on so we don't get canceled on that one. Oh my, somebody had some fun with the Sharpie. Let's see, what else we've got? We've got an Emmett. I think that's Jack Sparrow, right? But that's all messed up. I don't think even his arm colors are right. We'll have to work on that one. Random parts and pieces. Is that a Hagrid? I think that's a Hagrid hair, maybe. Some fun stuff there. I think that's an Umbaran from Star Wars, maybe? Is it Umbaran? This guy is a mess. Are those, I think those are Simpsons legs. I think. I'm not sure. Is this the really good snake? 98140. For whatever reason, I have that number memorized as a Bricklink number. I think this is one of the really good snakes. Although I think the head is the best part, but I'm not sure about that. Either way, glad to have that part to toss into the Bricklink store. There's a police officer from, I don't know, one of the things. Is that the Scarlet? I feel like that's the Scarlet. That's got to go like that, right? But I don't know if that's the right head. CMFs, for those of you that don't know, CMFs are just a major, major pain in the butt. We got Mace Windu here, a little bit beat up. Here's a fun maiden or something. I think that's a maiden. Some of those are really expensive. I'm not sure which ones. There is some more forest maiden. Let's go. I think that's what she goes like, just like that. We've got a Kenobi. Nice. Man, we're cleaning up in this lot, I tell you what. I don't remember what I was saying. That maiden, some of those are pretty expensive for sure. Let's see, what else we got? An ARF helmet. Nice. Not complaining about that. We've got a Palpatine head. We got Rey hair. Ooh, baby. Man, I am pleased. What did we say, 190? We're going to do just fine on this lot. Here, look at this. There's Christmas R2. That is crazy fun. I don't know if I have that one. We're going to do a tour of a couple of spots on my wall after this. So stick around if you're interested, because there's a couple figs that probably are not going to go up for sale because I'm not sure that I have them. I've been looking for these Dark Trooper helmets. Nice. So that's a good find right there. There's a Kashyyyk torso. Always happy to find Kashyyyk torsos, although those are going to get added to my collection as well. Here's a Death Watch Mando. Here's a Leia. Hopefully we've got the hairs for some of these things. There's a Senate Commando. Good grief. We've got some work to do to either put these back together. That thing is beat. There's another Dark Trooper. Nice. Dark Troopers aren't super expensive, but they sell real well. You guys see what I see in this handful? Do you see what I see? Let's go. Look at this. Oh, that. Speaking of expensive items, that is a Bausch Leia from Jabba's palace. Holy Moses. That's an expensive piece too. There's a Death Trooper, Dark Trooper. I get them all confused, tangled up. But man, that Bausch Leia, that's sweet. That whatever that thing is, that's fake. We've got some kind of battle droid. We've got all sorts of little parts and pieces. I don't see the Chief Wiggum head. That's not good news. Here is a Rey. We saw her hair earlier. That, I think, is Unkar's Thug's torso. There is an Ugnaught and some Ninjago. Come on, Chief Wiggum. You know you want to be in here. Ooh, there's a Leia. Look at that. So there is a Stormtrooper. We've got mixed match of stuff there. Here is the... Yes! This is the really expensive Leia. Don't be cracked. 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 Woohoo! That's the expensive Leia. Where's the hairpiece is what I really want to know. Jeez, that hairpiece is like rubbery and bananas expensive. I don't see it though. We do have one more lot that kind of came from the same group, so maybe we'll find it in that one. Maybe it's still in here. We got a little bit to go. I think that's a clone gunner, but I think the arms are wrong. Let's see. We got a black Ewok. Those are amongst the more expensive Ewoks. Glad to find those. Let's see. What else do we got in here? Not much there. Oh, I'm not seeing what I was hoping I was going to see. I think that is hair for, I'm spacing. That spiky hair, I think that's for Captain Marvel, right? Not much there. A few more handfuls here and then, oh, nice. Look, let's go. Hera. Now we're talking a complete Hera. Sweet. There is a Kashyyyk P2 helmet. That's not a cheapy piece right there either. All right, let's go over here real quick. Uh-oh, I'm dropping stuff on the floor. Just a Technic pin, no big deal. Let's see if we've got anything else in here that's good real quick before we take a quick tour. That's a mess. That is a mess is what that is. I think that's that old creepy Anakin. Looks like that's about it, guys. All right, but we're doing two things. I know this guy's not too expensive, but he's fun. That is, I think, from the Quickie Mart, right? Let's go for a quick tour. Let's go over to the Star Wars wall. If you haven't seen it, I really need to do an updated video on the Star Wars wall. These are all Star Wars figs right here. I have a big, like, astromech collection right here. I am looking for that right there. Sweet. So that one is going to belong to someone else someday. We'll put that back over there. That way somebody else can have fun with Christmas R2. But let's go over to the Simpsons area. Most of my Simpsons have moved on to a new area, but look, we have got Apu and we've got Snake, but I'm quite sure that we do not have Wiggum. So Wiggum joins the party, but he's headless. Hopefully, bag number 3 will have his head, because otherwise, I'll be sad. All right, guys, thanks for being here. We'll see you next time.